Rockin' and rolling.
We are rocking and rolling.
Hello?
I see the things.
I see bumps.
We see the bumps. Okay, welcome all. We are here
To Unnamed Podcast,
Welcome
number 1.
to the Music Teacher Unnamed Podcast number 1. It's great to have you all with us here in the Insert Sponsor Studios. I don't know.
Redbird Studios.
Yeah, we have
that
to,
was loud.
That was loud. You have to
Sorry.
not do the honking thing. Don't do the honky laugh thing. All right. So the very first thing that we're going to be doing today is the lead reason we are podcasting today is we are doing an AMA, which is, for those of you that are not Reddit savvy, we are doing a Ask Me Anything. And so Mr. Adam Korber,
Hello.
is joining us. Well, this is our podcast. So he's not joining us at all. This is his thing. This is what he's going to do. So we are going to ask him almost anything.
Let's jump in. School appropriate, of course.
And school appropriate questions.
School appropriate.
And so for those of you that were not part of this, we submitted a Google form, a form of Google. And, we have to get different microphone stands.
Yeah, I don't
you
like
can't
this.
see us, but we have these straight
Very
microphone stands, and it
uncomfortable.
makes me have to sit really tall, and I don't like it. So we're going to need boom stands. Boom stands. All right.
Let's jump in. Let's
here we
get
go.
First question.
The first question, the
Cue it
very
up.
first person that submitted a question comes from Evan Mallon. Do
All right.
you feel like you've become a Wisconsinite?
Oh.
Be careful with how you answer this question.
Oh boy, do I. I, in some aspects, feel like I have become a Wisconsinite. I've definitely picked up some accent. The first time I came home after I started being in Wisconsin, my parents were like, "You talk differently." They're like, "You sound different."
You sound different.
What? Apparently,
What?
do the what?
Eh?
What?
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 My son does that. Daddy. What? What, Daddy?
So a little bit like that. I will say that I have not become a Wisconsinite while I am driving. I still am an Illinoisan at heart because sometimes Wisconsinites are really bad at driving, and it makes me really mad.
Oh, don't get me started on this, Corby. From the first, right out of the gate, you're going to call Wisconsin drivers bad.
Yes.
You
5 miles an hour.
You are a pathetic
5 miles.
excuse for a human being right now, Corby. To say that Illinois drivers are better is that you could not be more false.
All I'm saying is that I know how to parallel park.
All I'm saying is when there's a speed limit, that is not necessarily a suggestion. Yes, everyone goes a little over the speed limit. Kids, drive the speed limit. Don't go over the speed limit. but I mean, so yes, follow the rules of the road. But everyone goes like, I don't know, 4 over, 3, 4 over. When you go down to the IKEA down in Schaumburg and you take the toll
There's
roads.
one in Milwaukee.
Well, there wasn't one for a while.
Okay.
Just follow me here. When you go on the toll roads, which everyone loves, the tolls.
No, we don't.
The speed limit's what on the toll roads?
Do you want de facto or in reality? Or sorry, do you want that I asked the wrong question. I asked the same question twice. Do you want the posted or do you want the reality?
I want the posted.
The posted is probably around 55.
55.
Or 60.
I think
Maybe
it's like
65.
I think you're
Maybe
right. I think it's
65.
about
They might have-
55, 60.
They might have put it up to 65. now.
How fast do you think traffic normally
Probably
goes?
80, 85.
85 miles an hour. And he
80,
is not
85.
exaggerating. And you're going to say that Wisconsin drivers are bad drivers.
Well,
Elaborate.
I mean,
Poor favor.
it's not necessarily just that, right? Like following road laws is obviously important. We need to do it. But the quality at which we break the laws and still maintain composure is it puts you in a certain state of being that
So being a good driver means that you
Being
have to
able
be
to
able
react,
to you
yeah.
have to be able
At
to
high
break the
velocities.
law very quickly, but yet at the same I can't even follow what you're saying.
I don't know that we should continue diving into this topic. I think we should move on to the next question. This is maybe don't let your driver's ed teachers hear this one.
I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree here. Corby is wrong. All right. All right. The next question comes from a junior, Jacob Haymauer. What is your favorite type of music?
Like genre?
I don't know. He did
Or
not
like-
specify, so I'm going to let you go wherever
Okay.
you're.
To play, fiddle, Irish, Americana,
good stuff.
little fiddle, little old time, is a blast. It's a blast. To what I guess my favorite band would that be a
Yes, I think that's a great way to answer that question.
so favorite band for a good long time. I'm a Coldplay fan, Dave Matthews Band fan, also a fan of the good old Punch Brothers. Little bit of everything. I do like to people are really good at saying like, oh, I listen to everything. I'm so cultured. I listen to all kinds of music. And then you like ask them about something that's like a little bit more obscure and they're like, oh, why would I ever listen to this? Right. And then this like, okay, so you don't actually listen to all kinds of music. I honestly and truly do give everything a solid listen before I make a judgment on it. I'll let it ruminate for a while.
I feel
I'm
the same
willing
way.
to listen to everything.
I feel the same way. I feel like it is. So I've told this story a couple times, but I feel like in high school I listened to ska and punk
We've had this
and
conversation.
hardcore punk. We have had this
We've had
conversation.
this
And I've told students this before, but I was a music elitist in high school. An elitist, meaning there is no way that what you listen to could possibly be even close to what I listen to in terms of quality and in terms of musicality. I mean,
that's
no.
It's a little gross.
And that's it's a horrible. I was a horrible person to talk to about music. And my favorite band at the time was a band called Mustard Plug. Mustard Plug.
Is that like the thing at the top of the
I think it's when
nozzle
it, like,
when it dries up?
When it dries up and you can't get the mustard out and you have to like peel it out with like a fork or something. I think that is the Mustard Plug.
Real stubborn in there, just like you when you're talking about music.
Oh gosh, yeah, hear me. Oh no. Okay.
Next question.
But so to say that, but when I went to college though, and I always used to judge people who listened to Dave Matthews. I was like,
I think Miss Cummings is a Dave Matthews Band fan.
I think she would be.
I think she is.
I think that would she kind of fits the mold.
I've heard her jamming out before.
Yeah, but I
Jam session and
but I secretly despise the people who call him Dave. They just say, instead of saying Dave Matthews Band, they say, are you going to see Dave?
People do that?
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yeah, and it is, yeah. I can just tell by that you can't see it, but the look on his face
it's icky.
is
I don't like it.
not good. Don't call them Dave. So yeah,
Dave.
So moving on. So you like a lot of the same stuff I do. That's cool.
Maybe.
Let's see here.
One way to find out.
So this comes from junior Matt Peruka, and we're going to kind of start jumping around a little bit because I don't want to take them in the order that we got them. So this comes from Matthew Peruka, Jr. here at DPHS, and he asks, how has your experience been in your first year at De Pere?
Oh my God, I'm so tired.
I'm just tired.
I'm so tired. It's good. It is good. It's a lot. And I've said this to people before. There's a whole lot that they don't teach you how to do, and they can't teach you how to do it when you're in college. It's impossible. But it keeps me on my toes. I like it. You guys meaning our listeners here. Y'all are
our wild, like
our-
gigantic,
our
listening
gigantic
audience.
crowd here. You DPHS music kids, you're all pretty great. I do in fact enjoy you. Yeah, there's good stuff happening here. I like it. It's a good vibe.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is your favorite brand of applesauce?
Okay.
Pregnant pause.
Please don't be mad at me.
This
I
comes
think
with a disclaimer.
I think I have had applesauce a total of like 3 times in my life. Not really an applesauce guy. It's a textural thing. I also don't like yogurt. Textural thing, right? So it's a texture thing. It makes me feel like it feels icky to me. Yeah.
The more we talk, the more I dislike you now. Applesauce.
I thought we liked some of the
3
same
ti-
things.
We
here.
sometimes, but applesauce.
I've never.
Is this an Illinois thing?
No,
What-
it's just a me thing.
it's just. So you never ate it as like a kid?
Nope.
You never liked it.
I had the original form of the fruit,
Like,
the apple.
we could totally market this, like minimalistic apple or
Deconstructed applesauce. Little molecular gastronomy. Throw an apple into some liquid nitrogen and then melt it, and then it's applesauce.
Wow.
And the essence from which the pool of condensate underneath the apple, that's the applesauce.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is deep.
There's your molecular
There it is.
gastronomy.
All right. Let's see. Let's have another one. You also can't see this. We had to discuss this because neither of us have ever actually participated in a podcast
No
like
idea
this
what I'm doing.
before. And so we said, well, we have to remember that when you cough, you have to lean away from the microphone, just like the Chocolate Rain video. And so he breathed. Every time, if you've seen that video, he turns his head. I can't do that because you won't be able to
breathe.
hear me. And so he turns his head to breathe every time, and
It's a
we're
little
trying
weird.
to do that.
Check it out.
So yes, Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
It's a good
Tazon Day, I think.
Yes. Dear Mr. Korber,
Oh, boy.
when did you first develop your love for pencils?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is my wheelhouse. Here we go. Okay, so I have always been... I've thought, not for this, but I have thought about this in my life. I have always been a person of the tactile type. Like I like to move around. I like
He's making.
I'm touching my fingertips on my thumb.
It's hard to describe. Yeah, he's just running his fingers along, and yes, he
Yes. So
can't hear this. But
I have always been a tactile person. That is one of the main pulls for me playing the cello, honestly. And I'll tell you that story too in a hot minute. So I like the tactile stimulation, which is good. Let me tell you, the Palomino Blackwing,
Here we go.
here's the plug.
Buckle up, kids.
Such a great pencil. Check it out. Come to my office for a test ride.
We might have to do a flex on this.
A what?
A Palomino Blackwing flex.
A flex. I'm at the middle school. I
Yes.
can't do a flex.
get
So I
him a
enjoy
sub.
I enjoy a good pencil. Writing utensils of all kind are prime real estate for me. So, the story of me playing cello. So when I was in 4th grade, kind of along the thing, right? They were like, "Hey, try out the cello, blah blah blah," and I didn't like the violin; it was too high. I didn't like the bass because it was too big. And then the cello was the one that made my fingertips vibrate, and it felt funny to me, and I liked it. And then
Interesting.
that's just kind of how that existed.
Interesting.
And now I'm here.
All right.
Cool.
Well, that's cool. So this one's going to be important to the band kids.
Uh-oh.
And you will either gain fans or lose fans on this one. Do you drink the cereal milk?
Okay. Don't be mad at me. This is another disclaimer.
Oh, boy.
Okay, you know how the texture thing, that's coming back. Not really a cereal and milk kind of guy. I'm more of like a cereal and a glass of milk, like separately.
So
They can exist at the same time in my stomach, just going down, not so great.
So
Not
so you
yes,
eat
I eat dry cereal.
dry
I eat dry cereal. I will admit that. Dry cereal.
holy buckets. I can't even be in the same room
Okay.
as you right now.
So do you know what I have come to enjoy particularly? A little granola with a little kefir in it. You know what kefir is?
No. Do I look like I know what kefir is?
Well, okay, so kefir is kind of like a yogurty kind of thing, but it's not yogurt. It's 99% lactose free for all of you lactose intolerant people out there. And it is a yogurt beverage, I guess. Little kefir on top of some real crunchy granola.
So is
Good
it
stuff.
like when you open up a yogurt and there's that liquid?
No,
on the
it's a
top?
separate product.
Oh, so it's not just the top liquid off.
No,
the
that's-
top of the yogurt. Okay.
That makes me feel gross. No, kefir is its own separate product. If you go to the Woodman's in Appleton, it's by the milk substitutes, the almond milk,
The fake
the
milk.
soy milk,
Yeah.
the oat milk.
The Illinois
they have
milk.
oat milk now. Did you know that they have oat milk?
Oat milk.
Oat.
How do you milk the oats?
Carefully.
That should have been a good question on here. How do you
milk oats?
What?
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, I think you've answered that
Yeah.
question really horribly. If you had 24 hours to live, give a list of things that you would do. And I guess
24
legality
applies.
can be thrown to the wind, I guess, if you really wish.
Oh, I was going to say applies, but I'm a rule follower. 24 hours?
24 hours. You could do a lot in 24
Like,
hours.
what kind of resources do I have available to me?
I think legal or not legal, I don't think it matters. So I think you
well,
have
okay,
all
but
resources.
some resources are like limiting, right? Like
Sure. I don't know. And
capital.
this person did not.
You technically do need to, spend money to have experiences in our modern day society.
But you can get money.
Well, right, but like, do I have an unlimited amount of money available to me, or do I have to?
Legal or not, it doesn't matter.
Oh gosh,
So you
okay.
can have as much money as you want.
Well, first off, this one just popped into my head. I would figure it out so that I would, in fact, have 36 hours. Thank you, time zones.
Okay. So we're getting on planes and
Getting on
trains
planes,
and
little
automobiles.
travel. I would particularly enjoy. Oh, let's see. I would want to go at least to Alaska. Alaska's really cool. I'd want to go to Hawaii also for travel.
So you'd spend a lot of your 24 hours flying.
But I have 36. Remember that. I don't know if
guess.
it's actually possible.
I don't know. That seems like you'd have to cross the date line. and-
There's a lot of people that get paid a lot more than I do that understand that better than I do.
True. So you travel.
I don't know. I feel like I would want to just spend it with the people that I like. Like that's like if I knew that I had 24 hours left, I would probably want to just like go out with the friends that I enjoy.
And what would you do then? Like, play
But see,
board
that's the
games?
thing.
Or,
Oh, I love a good board game. That's that's where I'm struggling. I don't know that I have a good answer for that. Whoever you are asking,
This was Mr. Alec Anderson.
Alec Anderson. Perhaps you should check in with me at another time, and I should think about that because that's actually a good question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go.
Shout
to
out for
the,
asking a great question.
to the bottom of the list.
Oh boy. Those most recent entries, perhaps.
What is your favorite color?
Orange.
Moving on. I don't think we need to know why, unless there's a fun reason
No,
why.
just
No.
it's a great color. It's a good one.
Let's see here. If you could pick, Mimi Yang asks, if you could pick another profession, what would it be?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
I know this is not an ask Mr. Marlowe anything, but my answer would be I would smoke meats professionally.
Marlowe's
That would be-
Meats.
That would be what I would do.
Marlowe's Meats.
I would make smoked meats for a living.
That's the thing. It's like I have hobbies, but it would probably be. I have always had a passion for photography. Maybe it involves that. I also like, for some reason, I really liked statistics.
Just keep going.
We're going anyway.
Keep
For those of you that are wondering why my brain stopped working. Okay,
We're still good.
back.
We're still good.
The computer locked itself out, so we had to fix it. I liked statistics. I was bad at it, but I really liked it. Something about the logical nature of it, perhaps. I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe something involving that. I like people too. So Mimi, holla.
That's a
Good question.
That's a good question.
That's actually a really good question.
Okay.
Unprepared to answer that one.
Gary Brandenburg asks,
Oh boy.
give a valid answer
Give a valid answer.
why
Oh, okay.
why ketchup doesn't belong on hot
Okay.
dogs.
I'm from
He feels
Illinois.
set up here.
I'm from Illinois. That's my valid answer.
And so you guys put all
Culture.
kinds of ridiculous, useless items on hot dogs, don't you?
Untrue. There are tomato-based products on hot dogs in Illinois. It's just that it's not ketchup. It's tomato wedges.
That
It's just
sounds disgusting.
It's
I'm not gonna
cultural.
lie. It
It's
just
cultural.
Cultural.
It's a cultural thing. Yes, there is culture that does exist, even though it's Chicago, right? It's part of the United States.
Okay.
That's like saying that Wisconsin doesn't have a culture. That's a lie. It does.
It
People just don't want to talk about it for whatever reason.
I guess I'll give it to you. Chicago culture is just weird. All right, moving on. I have a feeling we're gonna fight.
We're probably gonna fight
after this.
I'm gonna fight.
Let's see. I'm trying to get a lot of different, both choir, orchestra, band.
Sure, I hear you.
Do you like bacon?
I do. Okay, y'all know this, that went on the Florida trip. So I'm a vegetarian. And by that, I mean, I'm 97% vegetarian, meaning the person that I am currently dating and live with is also vegetarian and has been for most of her lifetime. So therefore, I am by association, I guess. But also, there is a serious problem with factory farming of animals in this world.
Sure.
So that's that.
So it's for a variety of
It's
reasons.
a variety of
that you
reasons,
are a
but I
vegetarian.
will enjoy a good slice of bacon every once in a while
Nice.
because it is, in fact, delicious.
It is.
If Marlowe's Meats offered me some bacon, I would not deny it.
Well, you're in luck because Marlowe's Meats does make his own bacon.
Wow.
He does.
What a great
And
day.
he's talking about himself in the third person at this point. Yes, I do make my own bacon, so I'll bring some for you.
I do
for
remember
that
seeing that
3%
video.
when you. Yes, I did.
3%
I
of the
did.
time.
Yeah, for the 3% of the time you're not a vegetarian, I will be happy to give you that.
Excellent.
Do you
I'm excited.
like your nickname of cornbread?
Not gonna lie, little weird. Don't really remember how it came about, but it's chill. It's whatever. It's fine.
All right. Yeah,
that's-
it's whatever.
It's a thing. If
Okay.
it works for y'all, it works for me.
Cool. This one's going. Let's see, Caleb Beltran.
Oh, Caleb.
Why become music teachers?
Oh, is this for both of us? Or is this just for me?
It does. I don't know. Maybe
There
this
is a
is for
plural
both of
on
us.
there.
There is plural.
All right, I'm pulling you into this one.
Okay.
Oh, maybe we can have a little celebrity shout out too.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We do have a visitor that is observing us as we record this in the
Yes.
office.
Important.
Miss Erin Hanke, student
Yep.
teacher extraordinaire from St. Norbert College. Lean on in here and say hi, Erin.
Yeah, move in
Yeah,
here.
lean on in.
Get,
We're
Yeah.
going rogue here.
gotta
What's
Okay.
the
little,
answer?
little
You gotta get
louder.
closer. You gotta
Okay.
get
A little
closer.
louder. Yeah, just take it away.
There you go.
Okay. Off the top of my head, I would say growing up, and especially in high school, all of my most memorable experiences, and even I graduated 4 years ago, but you forget a lot. But I remember everyday band classes, I remember trips we did. I remember performances. And the people I still talk to were in band or in choir with me. Like, those are still my best friends. So you build relationships, and I'm still really close with my teachers growing up, so they're great, and I think they really inspired me. And I think it's really fun, and it's a lifelong skill. You can make a lot of friends. Keep doing music.
There it is.
Good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Sweet.
Alrighty. Korber back here.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yes.
I wasn't afraid that they wouldn't know.
Bringing Korber back, hashtag. So, in terms of why I'm a music teacher, for those of you that have read the little poster thing on my door about, my journey to Pure High School, it will say on there that I have nailed down 3 things in my life that I care about. It is learning, people, and music. Music education is kind of where that whole thing comes together. You got a large group of people, they're learning, and they're doing music.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of simplistic answer, but to me, those things are kind of essentials for me. So that's how I arrived at this. I also had some really inspiring teachers, and they kind of showed me the path and that kind of stuff.
I think we all kind of did. I think we
Yeah.
all have that, like, one teacher that did that. And yeah, for me, I guess because I'm just going to answer it. You might not care, but
Absolutely, we care.
So my answer is I like working with high school students. I like working with students in general, but high school is my favorite. But I think that one of the best ways that I can work with high school students is through band, and I think it's because it's not like other classes. We get to teach the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the kids who choose to be in our class. They don't have to be there, and that's and I like the connections. I honestly, in my classes, if you walk out of my classroom and you're a better musician, great.
Sure.
But more importantly, hopefully you're a better person leaving my classroom, and that's my hope. So that's,
We try.
We need to write. We need our own little inspirational posters here, and little things like that. I feel
Maybe our podcasting business can also turn into a poster rating business.
there it is. There it is. I like it. Let's change gears.
Sure.
Let's see, Ben, a freshman. That's gear changing for you. Ben, a freshman, asks, "What's your opinion on Ryan Burdell?"
Ryan Burdell? He's a goober.
A goober. Oh.
He's a goober.
And you know what? That is a really good word to describe Ryan Burdell.
He's a goober.
A goober is a great way to say it because it kind of is all encapsulating.
Yeah.
He has gooberific tendencies. He's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Because goobers are fun.
Goobers are fun.
Yeah. He's a fun dude. All right. I like
One
that.
might say he is a mushroom.
A mushroom.
A fungi.
A fun guy.
A fungi.
Woo-wee. Holy buckets. All right. Let's see. Putting. There's so many good questions. We had, just so everyone knows, we had 81 questions.
Oh my gosh, more came in.
81 questions have been. So let's do this. We're nearing the 29-minute mark. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, I know. Don't ask. So we're nearing the 29-minute mark on our podcast. It doesn't feel like 29 minutes, but
To you, it probably
should
does.
we do? Those of you listening are like, "Oh my gosh, wrap it up."
Shut up. Stop talking.
So this is what we're gonna do. Let's do a lightning round.
Lightning round.
We're gonna do a lightning
Fast
round.
answers only.
I'm not gonna ask for a lot of
No
clarification.
justification, just answers.
Yep,
Got it.
just go. So, let's see. Is the full orchestra still happening?
No.
What
Sorry.
is your? Let's see.
Oops.
We already talked about that. What is your? We already talked about. Oh, what is your opinion on Oompa Loompas?
What?
Oompa Loompas. What do you think? Good, bad, indifferent.
Good. They have good rhythmic ostinatos.
There it is.
Ostinati.
Do you eat your mac and cheese with forks or spoons?
All depends on the noodle. Absolutely depends on the noodle. What do you mean?
I want to dive into that so badly. But we're in the lightning round. Let's see. Let's see. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized
Oh, no.
horses or one horse-sized duck?
What?
Every time anybody asks this question, I just picture the horse-sized duck, and I just giggle to myself because it is a wonderful picture. Or tiny little horses.
I don't want to get,
Lightning round.
Horse-sized duck.
All right.
Horse-sized duck, the big one.
I'd take the big one on too.
think the
I feel
big
like
one.
he'd be limited in his abilities to hurt me or harm me or help me also. What is your favorite pop song of the past 50 years?
What? Dude, narrow it down. Oh my God. What?
There wasn't really a ton of pop
50
music
years?
previous to 50 years.
Popular
so-
music is all
So basically,
like
the question
Mozart
is,
was popular
what is your
music in the
favorite?
day of Mozart. Like,
What's your favorite pop song?
what's my favorite pop song? Well, those of you that are in orchestra, maybe some of you only in orchestra know this. I love myself some Tay-Tay. I love Tay-Tay so much. Tay-Tay Swift is who I'm talking about.
I wasn't sure at first. I was like, I don't know. who
Taylor
that
Swift.
is.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. I can get behind that.
A little Taylor Swift goes a long way. I'm a 1989 kind of fan. What do you mean?
Erin is Miss Hanke is giving.
Displeased.
She
She's
does not
displeased.
like the album that he
Wait,
has
sorry. This
chosen.
is lightning round.
Lightning.
Oh my
Lightning.
gosh. This is probably something by the Beatles. Pick my favorite. Let it be.
Oh, let it be. Let it be. You can do that one.
Easy.
Very good. All right. Came first, the chicken or the egg?
I just had a conversation about this today with middle schoolers. I believe that possibly they created them, whoever they is, at the same time.
Wow. My
Non
brain-
sequitur.
My brain hurts there. Let's see. I'm trying to come
Or
up
maybe
with more questions.
the chicken was created and the egg was already inside the chicken, so
Maybe.
therefore it was like at the same time. And, yeah.
Interesting. Ice cream cake or ice cream with cake?
Ice cream with cake. Fight
I
me.
Marlowe. Wholeheartedly disagree.
Fight me.
But we will fight later. Let's see. We kind of already asked that one. Let's see. If a jogger runs at the speed of sound, can they still hear their music from their earbuds?
I would be less concerned with that and more the fact that your flesh is probably melting off of your body. But technically, you might be in an infinite loop of whatever second on that song that you are on then. Maybe. I don't know. That's some like interstellar stuff.
It is.
That's that kind of
Not lightning round worthy material.
No.
How many instruments do you play?
My follow-up question to this question is always, well or functionally? So I play cello, play a little ukulele, really bad at piano, really mediocre at guitar, can play violin, although my violin players out there would attest to that statement. They would probably disagree wholeheartedly. If you ask me to play viola, I could play the instrument. I cannot read the clef very efficiently. Let's go with 5.
5.
5.
It's a good amount.
5.
Let's see. I think we're gonna start. Oh, like favorite ice cream flavor. That's a good one.
The Tonight Dough by Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I do like
Such
that
a good
one.
So good. Little Jimmy
let's
Fallon goes a
see.
long way.
Let's see. Eason from Band asks, "Why is Band better?"
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Why do you wear Toms?
Seriously? Really?
Asked by Olivia Mulvey. Yes.
They're comfortable. I don't know how to describe that. They're comfortable. Like, I don't know. The as far as I know, it's like the creator of the company also like donates a pair of shoes to a child in need for every pair that you buy. So that's like a nice side of it too.
All right. And last question of
man.
the lightning round.
Oh, this is.
What
just
do you do on your own time? Rain.
on my own time? Some of you already know this. I do play some board games, like not like Parcheesi, or like something like that. Like the little bit more in depth ones where there's like some nice art style with it, and there's like story with it, and not all that kind of stuff. So I play board games with some people. I foster dogs, so
Nice.
yeah, got little
That's
Bambi.
pretty cool.
Little Bambi's 6-pound Chihuahua right now. A little video game action with my friends from college. It's about I read, play cello.
You're very cultured. You read and play cello.
Read.
Yes. I listen to NPR.
I do listen to NPR
Yes.
on my drive out every day.
In your Prius.
Not yet. I don't have the Prius yet. Is there a question about a Prius on there?
There is.
Gosh darn it.
I was going to skip it, but if you would like to touch on that quick.
let's open the can of worms.
Let's
Sure,
do
let's do it.
All right, so the
What is
question
it? Let's hear
was what is the actual point of a Prius?
To get me to from point A to point B efficiently
Nice.
with less fuel and more cost saving.
It is a cost saving thing for you.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I drive 30 minutes to work every day. I spend a lot of money on gas. My Audi does not really get great mileage, and I have to buy premium gas
I see.
because otherwise it gets cranky. So
And premium gas is expensive.
it is roughly 40 cents more expensive.
Wow.
So
Well, that's a lot.
yep.
Well, I think that we have done a really good job of covering as many of these questions as possible. We are at the 37-minute mark
37 minutes.
of 8th hour here on Thursday before Easter break. So we are going to do we are the unnamed podcast as of this moment, and so I think for our next pod, because I enjoyed this. Did you enjoy doing this?
It was rather fun.
I had fun.
Kind of nerve-wracking.
A little.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It is a little different.
Divulging my life to you.
And so we'll see if anybody actually
Listens.
listens. Yeah, we'll find out.
We have some crazy ideas.
If you do like it,
Follow us
tell
on Twitter.
people. Follow us on Twitter. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button, man.
So we are leaving you with an assignment. There's going to be the next episode of the podcast, if it actually does happen. We would like your submissions as to what we should call the podcast.
Yes.
We've had ideas of. One of my things that came to my mind was Corby and me.
Cute.
I don't know. What do you think? Whatever your thoughts been.
We could do like Marlowe's minutes or something
Yeah.
alliteration-y.
I like that is true. M's are easier to alliterate than
Yeah.
K's, but
They're easier to alliterate. That's a funny
It is.
funny verb.
it is. So that is your
Functions of
assignment.
language.
That is your assignment, America, is to is to come up with a name for our podcast. We'll be sending out a survey via the Googles, and you need to respond back, and we will react and give you our thoughts and opinions, and we will pick a name for our podcast.
I will
in the
say
next podcast.
that this is definitely community-generated content.
Yes, it
so
is.
if you give us good content, we will give you good content.
Otherwise, it's just us
Talking to
talking to each
microphones.
other. Yes.
And you don't want to hear that. So
with that, we
otherwise
want to
we listen
say-
to ska.
Yes. We'll just
And-
put ska on
and talk about
we'll talk
ska.
about ska music. Even though this is going to identify with like 5% of our audience. They're going to
Which is
say, I love ska
exactly
music.
what ska
music
is.
great. There's nothing wrong with ska.
There's nothing wrong with ska. It's a statement of fact. All right.
right.
Give us names. We'll vote. We will react. We will figure it out. Tune in next time
Yes, share the video.
to
and,
Unnamed Podcast.
and we'll see you next time. Peace.